And Ramón, after the merger of Websense, Raytheon and Stonesoft in Forcepoint, what is now the new security strategy that offers?
I think our end goal is to protect data no matter where it is. With the mobility of the workforce, people working at home, people working in a hotel, in a facility as beautiful as Marriott, they have data that's important to their companies. And I believe our objective long term is to help our customers protect their data no matter where it sits, and give them the tools to protect it, detect bad things that are going to happen, and then defend against it. So we've got a 4D strategy, right? And
defend, detect, decide, and
defeat. Yes. Our goal is to help enable our customers to protect what's important, and that's our strategy going forward.
Also, our strategy locally is to first to give the new information for the new branding as Forcepoint to all of our partners, so them to help us to give this message to all our customers, and also around the 4Ds is this strategy of having a security platform that can enable customers to cover all the security needs. It doesn't matter if what brand of product they have right now. It's something that we can put together multi-brand options. Of course, if they choose to have our solutions that we have right now, more solutions than in the past. In the past, we were as Websense having web security, email security, and data security, the DLP. Right now, we have a lot more for that coming from Raytheon, like the elements of SureView is the name of the products that are coming from Raytheon, and those products will give us the opportunity to give information for better decision. That's one of the decide, so that the CIOs can decide better on what is the next step when they are viewing some attacks or some security breach. And with the Stonesoft products, we are securing also the network. By the way, the internal element in Forcepoint is network security, that it refers on the Stonesoft products like firewalls, new generation firewalls, proxy firewall. This is the full coverage that we are offering right now as Forcepoint.
And so there are three elements: the security strategy, analysis of data, devices or applications, and your stores. How did you combine these three elements? Roadmap for us.
David was saying we are very focused on covering the data, whatever it is. It can be in the office, it can be in the road, it can be in the hotel, whatever it is. That's our main focus, covering that data. That of course the users are accessing the data. So users and data normally goes together. How many of us have a phone and intelligent element of the chain that we have information there, and there's a user beside that intelligent device. So our approach is to cover data. Of course, with that we have security for the users, and then the applications are right now, of course, also using data. So we protecting data. By the way, we are protecting users and applications.
Yeah, and I think fundamentally we also want to detect the behavior that may or may not be malicious, right? So you talk about the users. The users are accessing data. Sometimes they access data and there's unintended consequences. They click on a link and a spreadsheet gets captured by malware and sent to the internet somewhere, right? And that spreadsheet could be really sensitive data. And so you've got unintended insider threats. But then you also have malicious insiders that start from the outside, right? they're hackers, they're the next level of adversary. They get into your network and they pretend to be one of us. And so when they do that, we have a mission to detect that as quickly as we can, and then prevent, or in this case, defend from the loss of data. Right? It all comes back to protecting the data. So if we can, detect it, make a decision, defeat it, we're a long ways down the path of the 4D model.
David, you mentioned new adversaries for security. Who are these new adversaries?
I think, I honestly don't think there's a whole lot of new adversaries. I think what you've seen is a shift from the casual hacker to the motivated, paid for, funded hacker, right? What we're seeing in the U.S. and other parts of the world is organized crime and nation-state hacking are going after our data, right? And so the new adversary is really the folks who used to do it for fun or for pretend or just because they could. Now they're doing it for a specific monetary reason. The other adversary is the one we don't expect, and that's the people inside our organization, right? They're not intending to do bad things, but they do because they make a mistake, and sometimes those mistakes cost an organization a lot of money, or their reputation, or their brand takes a hit. So we're really focused on keeping the bad guys out, but if they get in, detecting them, right, and then defeating them from getting out. So if they get in, we expect it. We want to make sure they didn't ever get out with our data.